Well, if you're following along with me, you know that I have been trying some different types of IEMs in ear monitors sporadically throughout the last few years. Um, I gave a absolutely raving review of the CCA C12. That is this jumbled up wiry mess, which pretty much every show that I play, even no matter how well I do the show before, to wind it up and make it super nice for when I pull it out of the case next time, it's still a rat's nest every time I try to get it out, and it's still tangled up right now. It just, it's just something I expect to do. I allocate another minute or two to get it all out of its packaging and its case, its little bag actually, to make sure that it's good. And it's showing a few signs of wear. I mean, I don't know if you can see it. There's a little bit of green in there, which you may think is like the green from the background. Yes, I have a chroma key behind me, but no, it's like, I think it's like you know how copper, when it gets dirty, it gets green or like sweaty or something. So it's kind of nasty. It's not like visible where you can clean it. It's inside the plastic. So I'm not real sure how it got there, but these are still phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I've been using them for 2 or 3 years now. And I couldn't be happier. Like, they work really well. I subsequently got the CCA CA16 because I just wanted to see if the CCA CA16 were better than the CCA C12s. And what I found was the CA16s are wickedly, wildly uncomfortable for my ears. So your mileage may vary, but I couldn't even test them out because they were so uncomfortable in my ears. And just to give you a price perspective, these C12s that I love are like $50. The CA16s are about $80. So you're talking $30 difference. But to me, I'd rather have the comfort if I'm playing a 3-4 hour long show. I want to have the most comfortable thing in my ear as possible. And these these C12s have just been phenomenal for a couple years now. You know, I came from the UE, the Ultimate Ears, the UE5 World, which I was very disappointed with Ultimate Ears and how they didn't last, blah, blah, blah. You can go listen to my other video on that. But let's talk about what's new, and that is the Timeless 7 Hertz. Have you seen these on Amazon? It came with like an incredible little jewelry box style case that is metallic, and it has a magnet, so you open it up and it reveals your headphones. And they actually came put together already, which anytime anything from Amazon comes put together already for me, especially these headphones that are largely imported from China, which these are no exception, when they come together, put together in a little clasp like this without any plastic casing around it, I immediately wonder, okay, these must have been a return product, right? Who returned them? So it'd be interesting if you get these, if they come already put together, just basically like that. Whoops. You open the box up, and they're already put together. Like the earbuds are in there, the wire is plugged in, they're set up on each ear. So let's see how they do with the unwinding test. Oh, that's much better. Maybe for that reason alone, they're worth 5 times more. These run about $250, so compared to the C12s, these are 5 times more expensive, and so I got to see if they're really worth it. So it has a very nice quality cable. It's white. It's a very bright white, so everyone's going to know you're wearing them. I'm going to plug them in here to my audio source, and they are labeled. They do have a little R on there. There's the R. Let's see. There we go. There are for your right ear. And there's a left ear as well. It has an L for it. Right there. It's hard to see. There we go. And get in my ear. Nice firm solid seal. It's so solid that I can hardly I can hardly hear myself talk, which is always interesting when you can't really hear what you're saying. Just the murmur of my voice in my ears right now. But I'm going to play something. I'm going to put it on my headphones only, and we're going to see how it sounds. Okay, so my immediate reaction, just starting to play something. Incredible bass response. Like, really, really good. I guess that's probably why they call them 7 Hertz. They're probably looking for bass reproduction down to 7 Hertz, which I don't even know if I could hear that low, but the box itself says, "This is an auditory revolution. Headphones are no longer cold equipment. Timeless feels the temperature of music with you." I'm not really sure what that means, but maybe it's a Chinese proverb. I'm not sure what that is. The case is cold, so headphones are no longer cold equipment. I mean, if judging by the bass response that I'm hearing, like the bass response is absolutely next level, really good. Some of the best that I've ever heard in any headset, period. Very rich. And as compared to the C12s, if you're looking at a graphic equalizer, it's all shifted to treble. Everything is on the treble side, right? And with these, it's all bass heavy. Or maybe it's more like mid and bass, because I've got really good bass. I mean, really the overall spectrum sounds phenomenal just as a flat EQ listening to music here. I'm very impressed with the bass response. Really, really good. The CA or the C12s, the CCA stuff is not nearly as good in bass reproduction, in sound reproduction. I got to say, these are very well worth it. I always have a hard time, like, is 5 pairs worth, 5 pairs of the C12s worth 1 pair of is it worth 5 times more, basically? Yeah, it's a hard question to answer. I mean, $250 is a lot for a set of earbuds, but then when you compare it to some of the other high-end models that are out there, heck, a pair of AirPod Max now cost close to $500, and so these are roughly half the price, and they do a phenomenal job of sound reproduction, and they're a heck of a lot smaller to carry in a bag. Granted, they're not Bluetooth or, I'm not looking for a lot of those things that people may be looking for in a headset. What I'm truly after is the best in-ear monitor. And I will tell you straight up, if I was a bass player, which I am not, but if I was a bass player, these would be the ones for me. Or any instrument where I need to hear a lot of bass production coming from my monitors. These are phenomenal at that. And I'm a vocalist and a guitar player, and I would probably I'm thinking about just maybe using these exclusively, because it'll help me hear a lot of those lower tones, and I can hear if I've got my bass player who's in my band turned up in my monitor, I could at least hear him a little bit better without having to overdrive it in like the C12s require. I don't know. I'm actually really impressed by these 7 Hertz timeless in-ear monitors. The chord quality is good. I would say compared to my old C12s, the chord quality is better from what I can tell. I never did like the straight. I always like the 90s, the 90 bends here on these. So the C12s actually had the elbow, whereas looks like the 7 Hertz are straight. Not the end of the world. For the very particular people, that will be a deal breaker, but not for me. I do have a battery pack that I wear on the back and on my belt, and that will probably interfere that straight out. But I could always get an adapter if I wanted to. So there's ways around it. But Yeah, I'm pretty impressed, and it has a nice metal carry case. I don't know if I'm going to use the metal carry case just because it sticks out really far in a bag if I carry it around. But and just as a footnote, there was something else inside the box that they came in, and that is this box. There's a box in a box, and this appears to have a little thank you note, perhaps, all in Chinese characters that I can't read because I don't read Chinese. Perhaps there's an English? Nope, there's not an English. So, yep, it's definitely geared for a Chinese audience. Oh, look at that. Got some replacement. Let's see here. Let's see what else we got in here. Ah, no surprise there. These are the tips for your earbuds. Quite a variety, actually. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 different earbuds. That's a lot. Plus it came with 2 already on it. So, I gotta say, I mean, $250 is steep for chi-fi, as it's been referred to, as I'm learning. But I gotta say, the richest sound experience that I've had of anything I've tested so far. So pretty impressed. I would recommend it. I give it a thumbs up. So, hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll catch you next time.